Hi, it's me, Zili. Listen up now. I feel like 90% of people, especially men going to the gym, are skipping cardio. And since I'm something of a gym bro myself, who was skipping running and cardio altogether for his first 3 years, I think, of training, I would like to become a proponent of it. And I'm here to discuss why. My whole life I was a quintessential ectomorph and I was weighing only 57 kilos. I started an aggressive dirty bulk and of course I became fat. One of the first experiences that taught me how unhealthy this obsession with just bulking and lifting heavy was, without doing any other kind of exercise, was when we measured our blood pressure in school. Mine came at around 150. For some reason, this wasn't enough of an evidence for me to change something, but as the time went on and I joined the university, I stopped working out because all of the schoolwork, and naturally I lost as an ectomorph fat, but also some of the muscle. Then at the start of the second year, I started training again, but decided, because of my scoliosis, to not join the gym again, but to start calisthenics, as many of my friends were already doing calisthenics. In this time, I was still not doing any kind of running exercises, or legs for that matter, and it culminated in me injuring my knee. After the rehabilitation, I realized I couldn't play soccer or basketball anymore, very much enjoyed, and I had to find a different way of an aerobic exercise outside. Calisthenics was helping a bit, but it wasn't really the whole solution. So I decided, at the peak of my semester and the peak of school stress, to give running a shot. You now may be wondering, why am I in my jacket sitting in my home? That's because there was a storm outside the whole day. It calmed down right now, and I am taking you running. Now when I just started this very part of my usual running distance, I would probably start seeing Jesus himself. And now, well, let's say at least I can still stand. One thing I wanted to mention before I start the second part of this run is that when I first started training, I could give you a half an hour speech on why cardio I think is a complete waste of time. And if I could hear myself right now, I would tell myself, like, you're doing 5 sets of biceps exercises at the gym and your heart isn't doing a one single rep. Well, I have to admit to you that one of the reasons I didn't start running before was probably because I lived in a small city and I was scared what other people would think. Running is also a great way to meet your neighborhood. If I wasn't running, if I was my old self, I probably couldn't even learn about my neighborhood because I would be inside overeating. One of the biggest problems I had when I started, it was just the pacing. I couldn't pace myself. I would get tired too early and start too hard. You also don't need any fancy equipment. I have my jacket, my running shoes. Don't tell anyone, but those are the same shoes I wear every single day. And my usual pre-running routine is just stretching and then scrolling short form content by accident for 45 minutes. One of the greatest upsides about running is not just the cardiovascular health, but also the regulation of stress and anxiety. That is one of the first reasons I started running. to just control my anxiety during the examination period. So of course, burning calories. And the thing is, you don't need to become the next Bolt or David Goggins. I mean, if you were to ask me who's gonna carry the boats, I know that I'm not going to, because I have an injury and also a fracture of my back. Cave, and I want to finish the video on this note. For me, one of the most important aspects was just those eureka moments that I got while running and listening to music by myself. I don't think I ever got so much ideas doing any other activities. Of course, in the end it's up to you. You can listen to me, you can do whatever you want, but I think that if you at least give it a try, you'll thank yourself in 3 or 4 months the same way I did. And you'll also thank me because I was the one who pushed you to do it. Anyways, that will be everything for this one. I'm still a little bit out of breath. It was around a 4-mile run, I think. See you in the next one.